We are going to start with one who I wouldn't necessarily say any severe mental issues. We're starting with kind of a fun one. This is kind of a crazy one as far as just eccentric and endlessly enthusiastic about what he did. And this was the author known as Josh.
Josh.
Just Josh.
No
other names. No last name. Though, he did have some pseudonyms. Okay?
Okay.
So, tell me when you recognize one. Ready? So, we had Josh. We had Rambler.
Rambler.
Grumbler. John Snooks.
Are these pseudonyms or are these nicknames for train engines?
These are all pseudonyms. Peter Pencil Case's son.
Oh, wow.
Sergeant Fathom. And here come my favorites. W. Epaminondas Adrastus Blab. And W. Epaminondas Adrastus Perkins, for variety. Thomas Jefferson Snodgrass. And the one he finally settled on, Mark Twain.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I should have guessed it.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
We are talking about Samuel Clemens, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I was going to ask. You had mentioned that we would, if you saw like our Facebook event or the YouTube reminder, there was a picture of Mark Twain on there. And so I figured he would probably come up. And the question in my mind was, how did he come up with Mark Twain? Because his real name, as you mentioned, was Samuel Clemens. A very normal sounding name.
Few things here. And we're going to get to where he came up with Mark Twain, because there is actual controversy about this.
I'm into it. All right.
In spite of he himself already saying where it came from, there is still debate about this.
Of course.
But first of all, the picture. Okay? We all have that picture of Mark Twain looking a bit like Colonel Sanders in his white suit. Right? Mm-hmm. And for the average American, we see Mark Twain in his white suit. We have the literal KFC guy in his white suit. And we kind of have that image of, oh, well, white suits were a thing back then. No, they weren't. He looked weird. And he did it on purpose. This guy was a celebrity, right? He had all this fame. He was internationally known. And he loved it. Mm-hmm. This guy basked in the attention. He lived for this. So yeah, when he went out, white suit. This was not a trend at the time. This was something he did to stand out so people would notice him, come up and talk to him so he could tell them stories for sometimes hours at a time.
Oh, boy.
He was all about that lifestyle. Okay, this would have, in modern days, this would have been someone who dressed like all in gold chains and big hats, and he would hunt the paparazzi down, right? He was aggressively famous.
So the OG influencer.
Yes.
If you will.
Yes, he's been called America's first celebrity. He was famous because he was famous and loved being famous.
Right.
He was all into it.